Hello guys. Today I would like to talk about why we care so much what people think. And though it's nice to care what people think, if you're allowing them to have control, not necessarily physically have control, but you are mentally thinking that they are thinking something negative about you, thus giving them control over your decisions, your thoughts, and your actions and your behavior, then it's not healthy. It's absolutely not healthy. Now, we're all individuals on the earth. Every single one of us was born on the earth for a purpose. Every single ant, every single bee, every single leaf, every single grain of sand, everything on the earth was born into some form of purpose. Now, if you understand what your purpose is, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you have no idea, then I can understand why this can be a little bit challenging. But just know this, whether you know what your purpose is or you don't, just know that you do have one. You wouldn't be here otherwise. Okay? So for some people, a mother might say her purpose is to take care of her young ones and take care of them until they're grown old and left home. But we have a purpose beyond these things that we feel that are our life's purpose. So there is a thing that pulls us inside. It's just, people call it the spirit, the soul. And if you really listen to it, you know that your purpose isn't something that you do, where society tells you you need to do. Like you need to go to work and do this job and do it this in this particular way. So for some people, yes, that is their purpose. For another person, having a job is not a part of their purpose. Having a business might be somebody else's purpose, where they get to give and to give support on something, and they may feel connected to that really closely. But a purpose is something that drives you. Once you figure it out, there's nothing that can get in the way. So what people are saying, what people are thinking about you is irrelevant, because that was what you are here for. So if you're going to let people stop you getting to this thing that drives you, then you need to start looking within at who you think you are. Because when you're doing something like that, where you're blocking your drive or you're blocking yourself moving forward because you're thinking of somebody else, you're giving your power away to someone who doesn't understand your purpose. Your purpose is unique to you. So nobody understands the burning, the flame, the intensity of the thing that you need to do. Which is why when we're young kids, and your parents say you can't do something, or somebody else tells you that you can't. Deep down, if you're strong enough and you're not under the gun of you can't all the time, you know deep down that I can and I will. I can and I will. And as soon as I get out of here, I'm going to show you. How many of us have done that? I certainly have. I certainly have in many instances where I know that people doubted my abilities, my ability to go to university, because no one in my immediate family, besides myself, has actually gone to university and become a doctor. And so if you allow people to tell you how to govern your life, you will never be able to move forward into your purpose. And your purpose is way more important than what people think of you. It's what you think of yourself that ultimately should matter. So I would like you to take some time just to look within yourself and really feel it out. Not just look at it from a mental perspective, but you have to really feel it, because that's where your subconscious things are. The subconscious limiting beliefs are stored within the feelings, within your body. So close your eyes and feel. Imagine yourself doing this amazing thing that you've always dreamed of. Are you worried about what people think if you you did decide to take one step forward towards it. It's always important as well, once you've decided that, decide who is actually going to be the person or the persons that are going to be worthwhile letting know or telling your these purpose to, your dreams and your desires. You got to be careful who you tell your dreams to, because some people, even though they want to wish you luck and be in your best interest, they don't understand the level where you're coming from. Okay? So, for example, say you wanted to create an empire where you could help people who are homeless or something to have somewhere to come. You can help them transform their minds and then send them on to getting jobs and chasing their dreams, showing them that they're more than they actually are. Imagine you have this purpose and you grew up in a community where everybody is poor, nobody really thinks outside of the box or how to become bigger. But you have this burning desire. You can't afford for your desire not to be let out of the box, because then potentially thousands of people are going to suffer. Because if this is your purpose and you're meant to do this and you're listening to what people are saying, then you're not going to fulfill your purpose, which means people are going to suffer because you didn't take use your will and your strength and your confidence and your power to say, hell no, I'm going to do this. I don't care what you guys think, but this is what my dream is, and I'm going to keep plugging away at it bit by bit until I get there. What people think is their perception of them in a certain idea of what they think things are, living in the past, from past memories, from past experiences that they've seen things generate from. And then they're projecting that onto you. So it's never true when somebody says, well, don't do that because this happened and this happened and this happened. It's never true, because they're living in the past. It's nothing to do with your future. It's nothing to do with what's currently happening. Because if we're living from the present moment, and we're looking at what our future self looks like, the past is not involved. It's not involved at all. The only way it's involved is you're looking at where you were and where you are and where you potentially will be if you follow the path. But the important thing is to follow the path. Whatever that calling is inside of you, listen to it, hear it, ask the questions, what steps do I need to take in order to walk in this direction? And hold the focus. It's no use flitting and floating off. I mean, this is something I used to do all the time. I'd start this course and then halfway through I'm just like, here's another one that looks even better. And I'd start that one. And then here's another one. And then here's another one. I never finish anything properly. I get the general idea and the gist of it, but I never really got the important nuggets and did the work of transforming. So don't worry what people think. Worry only what's going on inside of you. That thing that drives you, that thing that inspires you, that pulls you, that fires you up, that gets you excited. Listen to that and walk towards that goal. Okay? Because when you follow your heart and you follow your purpose, you can't get let down. Not if you follow it to the very end. Because the end never comes and you're always doing something you're growing from. And another thing, people who tend to tell you don't do something or they don't think it's going to work, some of them may mean well, but because they don't understand what it means to feel an idea, to feel a burning desire, then they can't light you up and they can't give you what you need. So you can't rely on them to give you that. It's important that you just have a few friends that you can trust. And if you can't trust anyone, I felt at some point in my life on certain things, I couldn't trust any of my friends with it. And some of my friends will be listening to this and I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, but it was just the way I was inside myself. I didn't know how to express the thing for them to understand enough that they could be really passionate with me. So when you haven't nurtured your dream and really expressed it inside yourself enough, it's best to keep it to yourself until you've done that. Then when you've done that, you can then express it fully. And when you come out with all the passion and all the enthusiasm, no matter what anybody says or what even they're thinking, they probably wouldn't dare say anything anyway, because they're thinking that they may be thinking something negative, but they won't dare say it because you're so passionate and you're so full of energy and you're so like ready to go and raring to go. It wouldn't be a nice thing for them to do. And also you may inspire someone to think differently. So it's important to nurture yourself and grow your talents. In the Bible, it says, do not cast your pearls at swine. It doesn't mean your friends and your family are swines. It's just a metaphor. It just means that because the swines don't understand the value of the pearls, they'll just gobble it up and it won't mean anything. Yeah. Likewise, because they don't understand the value of your heart or what's burning inside your gut, then yeah, it's no point in trying to explain until you absolutely have complete certainty about it and you just can't keep your mouth shut. But you have to be strong within yourself, within your resolve, in order to do that. So if anybody does come back and go, you're crazy, that's not going to work, you can say, speak to the hand, because I'm not listening, and you carry on. But make sure you're in that place first before you go doing that. All right? But don't worry what people think. And I'm talking about people, I'm talking about anyone. It could be your mother, your grandmother, your granddad, whoever, especially the people that you hold dear. They're the ones that can actually crush dreams. They can crush dreams and they don't know they're doing it. It's only because they were brought up in a certain way and they've never seen certain things happen in a certain way. So, but that's their eyes. They're seeing through their own eyes of their past and their own dreams being squashed and disappointments, and they don't want that disappointment for you. So they'll say all these things to discourage you. But they love you. They're doing it from love. But you've got to know what's burning inside you and go after it and just say, Grandma, I understand. I know you don't get it. I love you and I know you love me, but I just have to do this, okay? And I want you to wish me well, wish me the best, and I'm going to do this. And just go do it, okay? Stop worrying what people think. It's crushing you. It's crushing your dreams. It's crushing your potential. Rise up within yourself and know that you are absolutely born for a purpose. You are capable of anything. As long as you start putting your mind to it and start believing in yourself, start thinking positive thoughts towards yourself. You can do this. You're absolutely capable. And you'll see what happens. You'll see the magic start changing. Now, some of us have real embedded, deep subconscious limitations. And it's not always easy to shift those quickly. Here at Fashion Watch Lifestyle Therapy, we can help you get to the root cause of any of those subconscious limiting beliefs, get them out really quickly and put new things in. So then you have new way of being, a new behavior, new actions, new beliefs, and a completely new life. So there's that option if you want to do it really quickly. Otherwise, just watch the way you're thinking, watch the things that you're saying to yourself, watch the way you're listening, who you're listening to, and how it's affecting and impacting on you and your dreams and your desires. Okay, until then, keep dreaming and keep empowered. Lots of love. Till next time.